How are we doing there, boys and girls? Manthieus here, welcome back to another video. So something popped up over on the subreddit the other day, the WoW subreddit. In fact, 13 hours ago to be precise, and it caught my interest, and it's caught the interest of lots of other people, as there is the suspicion it has been data mined. Obviously, we always got to be slightly careful with any form of data mining to 100% believe what we see, but it has been data mined that the retail version of World of Warcraft might be coming to GeforceNow. We know Microsoft has recently acquired Blizzard and Activision and so on, and it's of no surprise that things are changing. There were a few people from many moons ago when this Microsoft acquisition was first sort of spoke about, who were intrigued about the fact that, well, does this mean that WoW and other Blizzard games might go on things like Game Pass? Now, GeforceNow is something different. GeforceNow is more linked to NVIDIA, but NVIDIA and Microsoft have quite a strong agreement on the go at the moment, and it could be very interesting to see if it's brought to GeforceNow. So, let's get people refreshed for a second. What is GeforceNow for those that may not have paid attention to it? Well, GeforceNow is an alternative way to play your games, right? Not everybody out there has the biggest, the most powerful $5,000 top-of-the-line gaming PCs. And so GeforceNow is a system that they have their server farms, and what you basically do, assuming you have a reasonable internet connection, is they run the game on their server, and you stream it to your PC. That's practically the ins and outs of it. And it gives you a multitude of different games you can play this way, and it means that you don't need the biggest, most powerful, hungry PC to have access to the latest AAA titles. Up until recently, this has been it's been adopted by a few companies, but not by everybody. There is lots of Game Pass games on there that you can play already, and a whole bunch of other ones. Cyberpunk was a popular one, just because Cyberpunk, when it first came out, was a beast to run on any PC. So having it being played on an incredibly powerful server somewhere, and you just streaming it to your PC, as long as latency is kept reasonable, from all reports, I've not tested GeforceNow myself personally, but from all reports, it's pretty smooth. So bringing World of Warcraft retail to this could be very, very interesting. I did notice, if you look at the splash screens at the top here, Overwatch 2 is already linked here, and also Diablo 4 is already linked here. And this is because those recently went onto Steam. If we click on the view details here, you'll notice that you do actually need to have the Steam version of the game in your library to be able to use this GeforceNow system. So, what do I think is going to happen with retail then? Well, I'm of the opinion that one of two things is going to need to happen. Either they're going to need to make Battle.net integrate into GeforceNow, and that will give us the ability for most things on Battle.net to come through GeforceNow. If they make Battle.net an affiliated store, if you go into the settings here, you can see your connections. At the moment, you can connect one of 4 different stores: the Ubisoft store, Epic Games, Steam, or Xbox with its Game Pass system. Are we going to see Battle.net become a 5th one on this line? And if that's the case, that should in turn mean that GeforceNow is available for all Blizzard games. The other possibility, this is one we talked about a little bit on stream, the other possibility is retail going to hit Steam? As Steam is already a connection, Diablo 4 recently went onto Steam. We also saw Overwatch 2 go onto Steam. Now, I'm leading more to Battle.net being integrated to GeforceNow than I am retail going to Steam, simply because with Diablo 4 and Overwatch, when they went to Steam, you had to buy another copy of the game to get your Steam license key version of it. Now, there are many players who've played World of Warcraft for an awful long time that are absolutely not going to drop their progress to start again on Steam just to use this system. Maybe this would be a nice flexible option for those brand new players to the game, but it's not going to have any advantage to outstanding existing players whatsoever. A Battle.net integration, though, could be very cool. That would be nice to see, and I'm assuming that would expand for all of the games available on Battle.net. maybe your Hearthstones, maybe your Call of Duties and the likes as well. And of course, all variations thereof of World of Warcraft, potentially. It's interesting to see. Now, of course, this is just data mined information, so we don't know quite how much truth there is to it yet. But I think we're going to find out very soon. I would not suspect it's going to be too long, as on the 15th, there is a special edition of the Xbox podcast where we're going to have Mr. Phil Spencer himself, Sarah Bond, and Matt Booty sharing their information on the Xbox business as it goes forward. And I think this is going to have a lot of reference to us who are big World of Warcraft players and big Blizzard fans generally. So stay tuned for that. I will be tuning into this on the 15th. That's what, Thursday, a day or two from time of recording this. It's going to be interesting. So let me know what your thoughts are on this in the comment section down below, boys and girls. I'm intrigued to see what people's thoughts are on this. Would you be the kind of person that's in line for something like GeforceNow? Would this sort of system of being able to stream the game, stream World of Warcraft, but at a higher quality, be of benefit to you? World of Warcraft realistically is not the most demanding game, but of course if you can take your frame rate from 30 FPS to 60 FPS to 120 FPS, even at higher resolutions, could be worth it. Could be worthwhile. Who knows? I think it's quite interesting. If anything else, I think it's going to bring, or it's another option to bring more players to the game. And the more people playing the games we love and play each and every day, I can't find a downside to that, even if I look hard enough. So I think this could be quite exciting. There is also, maybe it is going to go on Game Pass. Who knows? It's all a little bit speculative at the moment, but I'm excited either way, and I guess we will find out on the 15th. So, boys and girls, I'll leave it there for today. If you enjoyed the video, remember to give the video a like, consider subscribing if you're new around here, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.